Love the Eagles as much as we do? Then hit that subscribe button and stick with us at Eagles Nest News for all the drama, updates, and hype all season long. The NFL world is buzzing, and the city of Philadelphia is absolutely electric right now, with whispers that could change the course of the franchise forever. Rumors are heating up, insiders are starting to talk, and fans are daring to dream. Could it really be happening? Could the Philadelphia Eagles be on the verge of landing TYREEK Hill? Yes, that TYREEK Hill, the cheetah, the fastest man in football. A potential move that, if confirmed, would not only shake the foundation of the NFC East, but would instantly go down as the biggest and boldest signing in Eagles history. And when we say biggest, we're not just talking about stats or highlights. We're talking about legacy-altering, era-defining kind of big. It's still in the realm of speculation, but multiple sources close to league insiders are suggesting that serious conversations are happening behind closed doors. No official deal has been confirmed, but all signs point to something monumental brewing in Philly. You know how these things start. A few cryptic tweets, a deleted Instagram story, a sideline whisper picked up by a hot mic, and before you know it, the NFL landscape gets flipped on its head. And Philly might just be ground zero. Now let's break this down. Why would TYREEK Hill want to leave Miami, where he's clearly been thriving, to take his talents to the city of brotherly love? It's a valid question, but when you dig a little deeper, things start to make more sense. For starters, there have been reports of internal tensions in the Dolphins' locker room. Nothing explosive, but enough smoke to suggest there might be some fire. Add to that the Eagles' current trajectory, a dominant roster, a fan base that breathes football, and a front office willing to make bold moves, and suddenly, Philly becomes an extremely attractive destination for a superstar like Hill. The Eagles have always been aggressive in free agency, and if you've been paying attention to Howie Roseman lately, he's been unusually quiet. That's the kind of silence that usually precedes a storm. You don't just sit on your hands when an elite talent like Hill could be in play. And let's not forget, Jalen Hurts has been vocal about wanting more explosive weapons. Imagine that offense with Hill stretching the field. It's almost unfair. And you better believe Hill knows what that spotlight in Philly could do for his brand, too. From a strategic standpoint, adding TYREEK Hill to the Eagles would instantly give them one of the most dangerous offenses in modern NFL history. That's not an exaggeration. Picture this. Jalen Hurts at quarterback, A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith on the outside, Dallas Goedert at tight end, and now TYREEK Hill. It's a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. The speed, the agility, the sheer explosiveness. It would be like putting a Ferrari engine inside a tank. And make no mistake, this isn't just about showbiz. This is about winning championships. The Eagles came heartbreakingly close just a few seasons ago. And while they remain contenders, there's been a sense that they're one elite piece away from being truly unstoppable. Hill could be that piece. He's not just a speedster. He's a game changer, a matchup breaker, the kind of player who can flip a game on one play. And in a league that's all about quick strikes and chunk plays, Hill is the ultimate weapon. If the front office pulls this off, we're talking about a legacy move. One that will be dissected for years. One that could rewrite Eagles history books. Of course, there's the financial side of things, and that's where it gets even more intriguing. TYREEK Hill isn't cheap, not even close. But the Eagles have been known to work salary cap magic in the past. Just look at some of the deals they've structured, especially under Howie Roseman's tenure. Creative guarantees, bonuses, backloaded contracts. They've done it all. If Hill truly wants out of Miami, and the Eagles are serious about making this happen, the money can be worked out. There's also the possibility that Miami could eat part of the contract in exchange for draft capital. Don't forget, the Dolphins have already made aggressive moves in recent years, and if they feel like they're due for a slight retooling, they might actually entertain trade discussions, especially if Hill quietly signals that he'd prefer to be moved. Players of his caliber don't often become available, but when they do, teams like Philly have to pounce. We've seen crazier trades happen in this league. Just think about DeAndre Hopkins, Stephon Diggs, even Hill himself moving to Miami. This league moves fast, and if the numbers align, this rumor could become a reality very quickly. The cultural fit also shouldn't be underestimated here. Philly is a gritty, passionate city that lives and breathes its sports. TYREEK Hill, with his fiery demeanor and big play swagger, would fit right in. This isn't just about X's and O's, it's about identity. The Eagles have built a roster full of dogs, players who grind, who fight, who bring that edge. Hill has that in spades. And more than that, he elevates the energy of a locker room. He brings a championship mentality. Let's not forget, this is a guy who's already won a Super Bowl. He knows what it takes. Bringing that experience into a relatively young core could be huge, especially come playoff time. Think about the leadership, the example he sets in practice, the way he stretches defenses and opens things up for everyone else. A move like this wouldn't just shift the Eagles' offense. It would shift the entire team's mentality. It sends a message to the league. Philly isn't playing around. They're going for it all. And if you're an Eagles fan right now, that's got to be thrilling and maybe a little bit terrifying for the rest of the NFC. Let's talk legacy. If this deal happens, TYREEK Hill wouldn't just be joining a team. He'd be rewriting a chapter in NFL history. He would instantly become the most electrifying player to ever put on a midnight green uniform. Sorry, Deshaun Jackson. Respect to Brian Westbrook, to T.O., and even Randall Cunningham. But none of them bring the complete package Hill does at this point in his career. He's still in his prime. Still blazing past corners. Still putting up numbers that make fantasy owners weep with joy. His arrival would mark a definitive line in Eagles history. Before TYREEK and after TYREEK. This is the type of move that gets talked about for generations. That gets replayed in highlight reels, in documentaries, in Hall of Fame speeches. And let's be real, if Hill helps deliver a Super Bowl to Philadelphia, he could walk into the city and never pay for a cheesesteak again. He'd be a legend, a mural-worthy icon, a signing so massive, so seismic, that it overshadows anything that came before. And when you're a franchise that's already had some pretty epic moments, that's saying something. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest updates on our Philadelphia Eagles. And don't be shy. Share your thoughts on the news in the comments below.
Batidonte com your bombardis das tiet. There's still a lot of hurdles to clear before this dream becomes reality. Negotiations have to happen. The Dolphins have to be willing to part ways with their star receiver. TYREEK himself would need to be 100% on board, and the Eagles brass would need to make room financially and strategically. There are cap implications, playbook adjustments, even locker room dynamics to consider. But you know what? None of that feels insurmountable. Not when there's this much potential on the table. Not when the stars seem to be aligning. Some teams, in the NFL, you feel the momentum shift before anything official is announced. You see players acting different on social media. You hear things from connected reporters. You catch the look in aquas eye during a press conference. And right now, there's a vibe around Philly. An energy. A buzz. It's the kind of electricity you can't fake. Something big is coming, and if that something turns out to be TYREEK Hill, it would be a statement hard around the football world. One interesting wrinkle in all this is how this rumor impacts the rest of the league. Imagine being a defensive coordinator in Dallas or San Francisco and hearing this news. You're already staying up late trying to shame for Urtis, Brown, and Smith, and now you might have to account for Hill? That changes everything. It could trigger a domino effect across the league. Suddenly, teams in the NFC might feel pressure to make their own big moves. The arms race gets real. Could we see another star shake loose? Could we see surprise trades, emergency meetings in front offices, GMS scrambling to adjust their draft boards and free agency wish lists? That's the kind of chaos a move like this creates. That's the ripple effect of land a generational talent like TYREEK Hill. And that's why this is just a rumor, it's a potential turning point. The Eagles have the opportunity to reshape the balance of power, not just in their division, but in the entire conference. And if this deal goes through, it might go down as the moment the NFL's next dynasty was born. No exaggeration. From a fan perspective, this is the kind of rumor that reignites hope, that brings back that childlike excitement. We all love football for the action on Sundays, sure, but it's the off-season buzz, the trades, the possibilities, that's where the real magic happens. TYREEK Hill to the Eagles? That's the kind of headline you daydream about. It's Madden level stuff. It's the what if that suddenly starts to feel like a win. And sports culture obsessed with hot takes, narratives, and superstar movement, the story has all the ingredients. A polarizing star. A sotoried franchise. An aggressive front office. And a fanbase that's hungry for more. This isn't just about football, it's about spectacle. About emotion. About identity. And when you start to think about that season opener at the link, with Rio trotting out of the tunnel to thunderous cheers, with green smoke and fireworks filling the sky, well, that's not just football. That's cinematic. That's goosebumps. And even if it's just a rumor for now, the fact that it could happen is enough to send shockwaves through the league. And finally, we have to acknowledge the timing. The NFL is entering a new era, faster, flashier, more player-driven than ever before. Players want input. They want to win. They want to be part of something bigger. TYREEK Hill is no different. He's got the rings. He's got the status. What he might be looking for now is a legacy move. Something that transcends individual accolades. And what better way to cement your place in history than by helping a passionate, historic franchise like the Eagles bring home another title? For the Eagles, the window is wide open. They've got the QB, the weapons, the line, the coaching. Hill could be the final piece. And for fans watching from the outside, this is more than just sports news. This is a live soap opera, a chess game, a thriller, and we are all glued to the edge of our seats. Whether this happens or not, one thing is clear, the Eagles are aiming high. And if TYREEK Hill is truly on the radar, we could be looking at the biggest move in franchise history, one that might just define the next decade of football. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Philadelphia Eagles, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.